Hi everyone and welcome. Today I will be making these midnight lotus earrings. Now these are really pretty and sparkly and they are incredibly simple to make. So today's video will be kind of short and sweet, but please stick around till the end for some additional design ideas and to see what's next on my channel. I am using Sculpey Primos, and this color is called Twinkle Twinkle, and then I've got some white pearl and some bright green pearl, and this color is called 18 karat gold. I've got my dotting tool that I will just be using for a roller, my Straightpin. I've got two small cutters here, and then another larger one. I've got two beads to use for my dangles, and these are glass crackle beads that are black on one side and clear on the other. You will need several jump rings, 4 per earring, so you'll need a total of 8 and a pair of earring hooks. And then 2 flat-headed beading rods for the beads, and a small pair of pliers to assemble everything together. So I have rolled out this sparkly black color, and I am just going to start by cutting out 2 circles for my earrings with this larger cutter. So here are my 2 circles, and now I've got this white pearl, and I have rolled this out into a pretty thin sheet. And then I'm going to take this larger round cutter and cut out 10 circles to use for my flowers. And using that same cutter, I am just going to trim off just a little crescent moon shape off of the side of each one of these circles, and you want to try to keep them about the same size. They don't have to be perfect. Here they are, and now using my Straightpin, I am going to place 1 petal in the center of each one of these circles. Just like this, and now I'm going to go ahead and smooth out my fingerprints here really quick. And then using my Straightpin again, I am just going to add a line right down the center of each one of these petals. And then I'm going to place another set of petals on the sides of that first one. So you want to lay them with the edge right up against that center line that you made on the first one. And you want these kind of facing upwards and not straight across. And I am going to do the same thing on both sides. Here they are, and again, I am just going to add a line right down the center of each one of these. And then we are going to add one more set to the bottom, and we're going to use the same method that we used with the first ones, lining them up against that center line, but you want these ones to face kind of downward. And once you get that last set of petals placed, you can go ahead and add your lines again, and I am going to just repeat the same process on both pieces. This is what the flowers look like, and now I've got this gold clay, and I am just going to be rolling out some small balls. So you want 4 small ones about the same size to use for your jump ring holes, and then 2 tiny ones that are also about the same size to go in the center of those flowers. So each earring will have 2 larger balls and 1 smaller one, and these 2 larger ones I am just going to place on the top and bottom of each one of these flowers, and these are going to make up the holes for our jump rings, so you do want to make sure you place them nice and evenly up and down. And once you've got those placed, you can go through with your finger, and I am just going to gently press these down to adhere them to the clay and flatten them out a little bit, but I want to try to keep them as round as I can. Now, once these are even and well adhered, I am going to go ahead and take this tiny cutter that I've got, and I'm just going to cut a hole right out of the center of that golden circle. Just like that. And I'm going to repeat the same process with all 4. Here they are with the jump ring holes, and now I've got this bright green pearl, and I am just going to make 2 balls about the same size as the first ones. And these ones I am going to place right in the center of each one of these flowers. So just like we did with the jump rings, you're just going to set it on there and then gently press it down with your finger to make sure that it's slightly flattened and well adhered. And now I'm going to take these tiny golden ones and I am going to place those right in the center of the green ones that I just placed. So same thing, you're just gonna set them on there and then press them in very gently, trying to keep them centered over that green. Here they are, and as a final step on these pieces, I am going to add some background detail with my Straightpin, and I am just making some very straight lines coming off right in between each of these petal sets. So you'll have 4, 2 on each side, and then I'm also going to do 2 down the bottom on either side of that jump ring hole. This is what they look like, and these pieces are finished for now. They are ready to go in the oven. You can check whatever clay you're using for baking instructions. I'm going to bake these at 275 for probably around an hour. While those are baking, I'm going to go ahead and prepare my beads. So I am just adding the bead to the rod and then holding it flat against that end. I'm going to take my pliers and just trim this off right here above my finger. And then I'm going to take that and pinch this end of it, and I am just going to roll that around the pliers back down to the bead for a nice eye loop. And I'm going to do 2 of those. And once these pieces are baked and cooled, you can begin adding your jump rings. And you're just going to open that ring and fit it through the hole. And then it should slide right in there. Here is the first one, and I am going to put one on the top here on the other side, and also one on each of the bottom holes. Now I did seal these with some Deco Art satin varnish, and this is totally optional. It gives them just a little bit of shine, and I think it brings out those glitter and pearl effects in the clay. And now we can add the rest of our jump rings, the earring hooks, and the bead dangles. Here they are, again, very pretty and sparkly. Now these pieces are pretty small. If you're using a larger shape, you could always add some stems or pair these with some leaves or curling vines. If you have a larger round cutter, you can also make these lotus moon earrings. These moons were made using the same method that I used to make the petals, except I kept that crescent part of it. So again, super easy. Next week, I will be making one of these beautiful clay pens, and I've got 5 designs here, and I did post a short video asking you guys to vote on which one you think I should make. So if you're interested in these, click the link in the description below or navigate over to my YouTube shorts to get a closer look at these pens and vote on which one you want me to make. That is it for today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all next week.